I just came
So
from my,
self-care in, yeah, go ahead.
that's okay. I see you're recording, so I
Just
don't,
came from,
it's
we'll start seated today, and if you have a couple of yoga blocks, have them handy. We won't need them right away, but I'm planning to use them at some point. If you don't have yoga blocks, they are not mandatory at all. Um, Find your way to a comfortable upright position, and I'll go ahead and mute everybody. And then let me know, since I'm using somewhat new technology, if suddenly you can't hear me. I learned yesterday when my batteries stopped working. I'm learning about battery life. So anything that you need for me or the group to know immediately, feel free to unmute yourself and let me know. So as you sit tall on anything that you want to sit on, whether it's a chair, a cushion, or directly on your yoga mat, take a moment to welcome yourself right here where you are in this moment. I know with all that's been going on over the past couple weeks, over the past few months, it's felt like a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Um, Maybe you're feeling some sense of that. So give yourself a moment to reconnect, to feel the tangible support of the earth beneath you. Feel the space around you, lengthening the crown of the head, allowing the shoulders to melt down, and noticing the breathing, however it is right now. Not trying to change it, simply observing. Can you feel the rib cage? Do you sense the movement of the belly rising and falling? Is there anything else that you notice, either about the way that the body moves with the breath, or any sensation in the body, awareness of a certain mood, energy, whatever it might be? I know lately I've been feeling a sense of urgency about the need to get something done, to take action, to learn, to grow. Remember, this is a marathon. And take care of yourself along the way. And as we do that, we're more available not only to ourselves, but to those around us. So from here, sitting tall, rotate the head, looking over one shoulder, pick a shoulder, any shoulder. And then slowly coming through center, looking over the other shoulder. Back to center. Tilt the head. Take one ear to its own shoulder. linger there for a few breaths. You might stay in kind of a still position, or it might feel nice to turn and tilt the head. What's interesting there? When you're ready, inhale to center and change sides. Taking this ear to its own shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice what you notice on this side of the neck. Turning, tilting. Gently return to center. And now a slow motion nodding, lowering the chin to the chest, and then slowly lifting the head. And one more time, just like that, the chin comes down. And then the chin rises up any amount. And return to center. Now let's use the arms to create a little resistance. At first, resistance, isometric resistance with no movement at all. Right hand to the right side of the head. Sit tall, relax the shoulders. Inhale here. Hi, Reed, welcome. And as you exhale, resist the head into the hand. Inhale, relax the effort. Keep the hand there. Exhale, resist. Inhale, relax the effort. Next time, resist. And then release the hand, change sides. Other hand to the side of the head, sit tall, let the shoulders drop down. Inhale. Exhale, resist. Inhale, relax effort. Exhale, resist. Inhale, relax. Exhale, resist. Keep this hand attached to the side of your head, but turn and look over your right shoulder. So now we combine the resistance with movement. We'll be turning our head all the way over to look over the other shoulder, while the left hand resists. Sit tall, lower the shoulders, slowly sweep the head, eyes at about horizon level. Keep going past center. So you're looking over the left shoulder. Try and take the head and neck, but not the chest. And then change hands. Keep the head looking over that shoulder, and we'll come back the other way. Sit tall, lower the shoulders. Inhale. And on an exhale, initiate the movement. Keep breathing. It will take several breaths to sweep to the other side. And we only do this once, so make it count. Release the hand. Bring the head back to center, facing front. Tip the right ear down towards your shoulder. Place the left hand on the temple. So we'll go tilting side to side. At first, resisting as the head comes up toward the hand, and it continues past center. Left ear comes down toward the shoulder. Leave the head there, change hands. Sit tall, relax the shoulders, and slowly sweep to upright. Continue as far as you want, over to the other shoulder. Release the hand. Roll the chin down toward the chest. Slowly bring the head to upright. Hang on. I'll come back to that in a second. There's one more thing I want to do. Turn your nose down towards your left armpit. Place the right hand on the temple. And the head movement will be on a diagonal. So with, again, as much resistance as feels right, slowly sweep the head up and right, up and right, up and right, up and right, as high and as right as you'd like to go. Then leave the head in this position, change hands. And resist on the way down. Down and left, and down and left, and down and left. Release the hands completely and turn the nose toward the right armpit. Left hand on the head. Up and left. Slowly sweeping, breathing the whole way. Shoulders move down, away from the ears. Once you're as far up and left as you choose, switch the hands. Down and right. Long spine, gentle breath in and out. Now, once you release the hands, bring the chin straight down to the center of the chest. Place one or both hands behind the head, right behind the round part of the skull. And we'll resist as the head comes to upright. Slowly peel the head to upright and then as much into a lifted chin and even lifted chest, a little back bend here. And then slowly back the other way, still with resistance. One more time. The head resists into the hands. And then back again. Once the chin comes all the way down toward the chest, release the arms completely and roll the head gently from shoulder to shoulder. Ease your way to upright. If your legs have been crossed, or even if they haven't, take a moment. If they are crossed, notice which leg is on top because you'll switch. And otherwise, take a moment to stretch the legs, move the legs, the feet around, fold the legs in the other way, or return to whatever position you started in. And from here, root down into your seat, lengthen the spine upwards. Walk the right hand off to the right. Take the left hand behind the head. Lengthen up through the whole left side of the body. You might stay right here. You might reach the top arm up and over, extending that long line and the gentle arc of the body. Breathe while you're here. Notice if the bottom hand is really holding you up a lot. If that's the case, anchor into your seat and zip up the belly a little extra so your core is holding you up more than the bottom hand. Now reach your top arm up. Come all the way to upright, change sides. Left hand off to the side, right hand behind the head. Breathing while you're here, reaching the elbow up to the sky. Reaching the arm up and over if you like. Breathing in and breathing out. And on this side, as we did in the first side, notice the bottom hand. Anchor into your seat, zip up the belly. So the muscles of the core support you more than the bottom arm. And when you're ready, reach the top arm up. Let it lift you and bring the arms down. Take both arms out wide to the sides and then bend the elbows with the fingertips right about on the shoulders. Make circles with your elbows. And as you circle forward, bring the elbows as close together as you can. Take them up, wide to the sides, and then give your shoulder blades a squeeze as you come around the back. Really exaggerating the shoulder blade movement as the elbows circle around. Now, if something feels real sticky in a way that doesn't feel good to lean into it, dial it back a bit. As you complete this circle, reverse. Same thing, as generous a movement as is tolerated in the body right now. All the way around. And release. Give a little roll to the shoulders, a little movement to the head. When you're ready, raise the arms overhead. Inhale. Feel how long you are, rooted down, connected to the earth, lengthening up, connected with sky above. As you exhale, twist to the right and let the arms come down, but don't get too comfortable. We're coming right back up to center, raising the arms if you like. And then over to the other side, the arms float down. On your inhale, return to center, reach up tall. Exhale, twist and lower and stay this time for a couple of breaths. Connecting evenly with your foundation, feeling the length in your spine, letting the shoulders melt. When you're ready, unwind and reach up overhead. Exhale, twist and lower the arms. And over on this side, checking in. What's it like here? What's it like now? Check in with your foundation, with the length of your spine, and allow the shoulders to melt down away from the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Unwind gently. Take both arms up overhead. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the legs, round the whole spine. Pull the navel in. Inhale, lift the heart. Opening, expanding the front body. Exhale, draw the belly button in, chin lowers down. Just like that, move at your own breath pace. Invite the entire length of the spine to contribute to the movement. And the next time you inhale, come on upright, swing your legs around, and let's come to hands and knees to tabletop position. If you like, you can pad the knees, make yourself comfortable. And as soon as you arrive, start to move the spine in that same way we were just moving when we were seated. Cat-cow, lifting the navel, letting the head hang on the exhale, and gradually moving into a back bend with the inhale. Just like that. Return to center. And let's take the right knee and pull it all the way into the chest. Take the knee out to the side. Slowly make a circle with this knee. The hips can move some, but try not to move a whole lot. When the knee pulls into the chest, reverse. Circle the other way. As generous a movement in the hip as you like. And touch the knee down and go to the other side. Draw the knee into the chest, pull the belly button toward the spine, and let that strength helps support you as the knee circles around. Nice and slow. Take your time. This time under tension makes a difference, so don't rush. You'll miss out on a lot of the good stuff, not all of it. Go the other way. And touch the knee down. Lean the hips back to the heels. The knees can be as wide as you like for comfort in child's pose. Reach the arms out in front of you. You might come up onto your fingertips and see how it feels. Definitely breathe. Especially guide the breath as if it could inflate the low back just a little bit extra. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming up just a touch to walk the hands to the right. Side bending and stretching here. If you want, place the left hand on top, stacking the hands. What does it feel like then? If the hands are stacked, does that start to twist the body? Unwind the twisty part. Keep the side bend so we get as much of the side bend experience as possible. Take one more generous breath and change sides. As you walk the hands to the left, maybe the right hand stacks on top. Definitely breathe. Notice if the stacked hands have turned this into more of a twist. Unwind the twisty part, keep the side bend only for now. It's not that there's anything wrong with twisting and side bending together. It's a lovely way of combining the movement. But we're doing a sampler platter of different types of movement. Walk the hands back to center. From here, come up to our tabletop position again. Reach your right leg back with the toes tucked under. Lean a little forward and back. As you lean back, can you feel a stretchy sensation in the back of the leg and the calf? I was dancing around in here barefoot a couple days ago. My calves are still sore. Now, when you're ready, pull the knee into the chest. Take the leg back behind you. Reach it out long and pull the knee in again to the chest. If you like, add the opposite arm. So as the right leg reaches back, the left arm extends out in front of you. And exhale, draw the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, draw it in. Lengthen out and hold. You can hold lifted high. You can hold with the fingers and toes touching down. The choice is yours. Place the hand down. Place the shins down. Circle the hips and shoulders in between sides. Change direction. And find your tabletop. Draw the left knee into the chest. Reach the leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. Again, you can add the opposite arm. So left knee, I know what they're called, knee and right elbow. Reach out, and then exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach out. On the last one, hold with the arm and the leg really long. Hold either lifted or hold with fingers or toes touching the mat. And place the hand down. Place the knee down. From here, lean your hips back and take child's pose once again, but come up a little bit with your shoulders in your child's pose. So you're kind of part way up. take your right hand and thread it through. So thread the needle, the child's pose edition. Thread the arm through, and now there's a little twisty something happening. The palm that's still on the mat, you can press into it some for leverage. You can reposition it. Long spine, easy neck, a little bit of a twist. Take another breath here. And change sides. Dive the other arm through. Come down to the shoulder, the side of the head. Breathe. Hips stay back a little further than they might normally in our shoulder. Thread the needle. This one looking more like child's pose. Breathing. The head may or may not touch the floor. It is optional. Do make sure that your neck is comfortable though. Unwind gently. And as you come back to our hands and knees position, check the shins, have them parallel to each other. Tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips and the knees, and come into a downward facing dog that has super bent knees, like a swimmer on a starting block bent knees. Press into the hands, lengthen the spine. And while one knee remains very bent, extend the opposite heel down toward the mat until you feel some stretch in the back of the leg. Take a couple breaths there. You might lean into one hip. Switch legs. Breathe into the leg that's getting the stretch. Breathe and relax your neck. Unclench the jaw. Now pedal the feet slowly side to side. Lift up high on your tiptoes. Way up high. Feel how high your hips are up in the air. And keep them nice and high as the heels go, not just down towards your mat, but they stretch back. Take a few breaths right here in your down dog. See how still the outer form of the body can be while remaining vibrantly alive inside. We'll shift forward very slowly. Come up to the balls of the feet again and bend the knees again. Back into the swimmer on a starting block position, but then keep bending the knees and very lightly touch them down. Uncurl your toes, lean the hips back, take a child's pose and relax the arms for a moment. Take a generous inhale and you might sigh it out. Return to tabletop. This time, shift forward and lower down onto your belly. If it's more comfortable to have a small pillow or a folded blanket under your pelvis, you can have that. If it's perfectly comfortable to lie down flat on your mat or floor, then do that. Hands alongside the chest like we're getting ready for cobra pose, because we are. Reach your legs back actively. Big toes reach back. Zip up the belly. And peel the chest forward and lower it down. So think of these, sometimes I call them cobra push-ups. And I'm imagining that while the legs stay active the whole time, and the belly button's lifting to the spine, but the pubic bone's moving down, anchoring you to your mat. Every time I lift up, when I come down, I'm longer in the spine. Like one day, if I do enough cobra push-ups, I'll actually be 5'5". Got a quarter inch to go. Inhale, peeling up. Exhale, long and low. Just like that again. And when you peel up this time, stay there. Take the weight off the hands and feel the way your upper back works to hold the position. This is exactly what we want it to do. So the upper back muscles get stronger. Now, replace the hands, slowly curl yourself back down. We'll come up another time, but now we'll change the strategy with the hands. So take a moment, take a break for a moment. You might bend your knees and swing your feet. You can move your arms around if you want. Then reach your legs back. Same leg situation as before. Active legs, pubic bone down, belly button in. And then slowly peel yourself really long as you lift. Find that highest spot you can lift, raising the hands up. Now, replace the palms and start to press into them. Still do all the other things you're doing with the legs and the pubic bone and the glutes and the abs, but start to press more so that maybe your pelvis lifts up off the mat. Maybe you wind up in sort of where up dog meets a knee plank, and then lower yourself down nice and long. Nice and long, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Take your time. Again, here, time under tension is helpful. If we slow down the movement, we can engage the muscles in a really nice, helpful way. All right, we'll do that 2 more times. And if you like, when we come up, you can raise the knees and turn it into where up dog meets plank, or you can do what we just did, which is where up dog meets knee plank. The choice is yours. Legs active, shoulders lifted. Lift the chest. Find that spot where it's the highest you can lift with the hands not helping, and then start to press the hands more. Nice and gradual. Abs are on a lot, like more than you think they should be. Abs are on so much, and maybe you come up to the knees and you're like, well, maybe I'll keep the tops of my feet. I was going to tuck my toes. Don't tuck your toes. Oh, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe. And then slowly down. Nice and slow. Take your time all the way down. One more. Active legs, active glutes, active abs. Peel yourself up. Gradually press into the palms. Keep the abs on, keep the legs active, keep the tops of the feet down. It's a little weird, but give it a try. And as you lower down, elongate, elongate, elongate the body. And when you come down this time, use your arms to make a pillow. Turn your head to one side and swing the legs, bend the knees, swing the feet. Now, when you're ready, hands alongside the chest, and by any route you choose, come to child's pose. Press into the mat. Adjust your knees so you're happy. Place your arms where you want. Most of all, breathe. Breathe generously into the low back. As you come out of your child's pose, make your way to a standing forward bend, any way you like. The knees bend. You might hold opposite elbows and see what feels good in your body today. You might want to sway. You might not want to sway. You might want to get a sip of water. And let gravity lengthen your spine. And when you're ready, release the arms, press into your feet, zip up your belly, and ragdoll your way to upright. Press into the feet, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, release the arms. Take a few shoulder rolls, up and back, down and around. Sorry guys, I realized I put my laptop in a funny position and you wouldn't be able to see my shoulders or head. There we go. So you'll stand near the front of your mat, and we'll start with a half sun salute for this sequence. Feet face forward, however wide your natural stance is. Root down into your feet. The navel is lifting up. The sitting bones are anchoring down. The crown of your head is lifted and long. Shoulders and arms releasing downwards. Standing right here, earth below, sky above. Inhale, reach up skyward. Exhale, fold down, take your time, bend your knees some, fold as low as you choose. Come halfway up on an inhale, lean a little forward. On your exhale, fold back down again. Press into your feet and inhale, rise up tall. Hands to the heart on an exhale. Let's do it again. Root down and on an inhale, sweep the arms up. On an exhale, fold as low as you choose. On an inhale, halfway up. On an exhale, down again. Press down to rise up all the way, reach to the sky. Hands to the heart, exhale. Release the arms. If you have blocks handy, you might place them just outside your feet. If you do not have blocks handy and you have something sort of block-sized or book-sized, you can use that, or skip the block business altogether. So I'll show with blocks, but know that you can equally do this with your hands directly on the floor. Blocks just outside the feet. I'll have mine at medium height. You can have yours low, medium, or tall if you choose. From here, again, lift the navel, reach the sitting bones down, stand tall. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. On an exhale, fold down as low as you choose. Hands to the block. Inhale. Come halfway up, but this time we're going to stay a little longer. Lean a little forwarder. Nice long spine. And then bend the knees. Lower the hips. Hands are on the blocks or the floor, ready to support you. Step your left foot way back and slowly lower your left knee down. From here, come to upright with your torso, both hands on the right thigh. And once again, like we did when we were standing. Lift the navel up, reach the sitting bone, tailbones down. So you're aiming to have the pelvis upright rather than what sometimes happens in this kind of lunge. Sometimes the pelvis will tilt forward. So think of the frontal hip points lifting up off the front thigh. Now raise both arms overhead. Breathe while you're here. While you're here, keep lifting the navel in, but glide your pelvis. Your knee can come forward, that's fine. Glide your pelvis forward. See if you notice something stretchy in the front of the left thigh. If yes, fabulous. Bring your right hand back down to the top of the thigh and turn this into a side bend, leaning in the direction of the front leg. Not leaning to the front, just right leg in front, you lean to the right. Unwind, take a breath in. Bring your hands down to the blocks or mat. Tuck your toes underneath. Lift your back knee. Rock a little forward and back here. The next time you rock forward, step all the way up in one or several steps. Come halfway up and pause. Inhale. Fold back down as low as you want. Exhale. Press into your feet and we come all the way up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Hands to the heart for the exhale. Big circle around you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Hands on blocks or mat. Come halfway up. We'll spend a little extra time here as we did on the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. And now bend the knees, hips are low. It's almost like we're getting this front leg, the left leg in this case, almost into the position it'll be in for the lunge. Step the right leg back. Lower the back knee. Breathe while you're here. Peel the torso up. Peel the front of the pelvis off the front thigh. Breathe while you're here. You might use the hands, both hands pressing into the top of the thigh, pressing down onto the top of the thigh to get a little extra height. And then add your arms overhead. Shoulders don't need to go along with the arms. Give your neck some room. Keep the belly zipped up and maybe glide your hips forward. Do you notice something stretchy happening in the front of the right thigh now? If yes, great, you can stay here, or if you want to add a side bend, left hand comes back to the thigh and side bend over to the left. Breathe while you're here. On an inhale, raise both arms. On an exhale, hands to block or mats. Block, rather, you have either two blocks or one mat, not the other way around. Lift the back knee. Rock a little forward and back. And as you rock forward, tiny or big steps, bring the foot up. Come halfway up and inhale. Fold back down and exhale. Press into your feet and rise up tall. Rooting down, reaching skyward, and hands to the heart. Release the arms. We'll take like the greatest hits of that and blend them together. We'll move a bit more quickly this round, more with the breath. Same starting position. Rooting down into the feet. Inhale, lift the navel, lift the heart, lift the arms. Exhale, fold down, hands on blocks or mat. Halfway up. Bend the knees, keep breathing, step your left foot back and lightly lower the back knee. No side bend, just both arms up overhead. Inhaling. And both hands back down. Exhaling. Tuck the toes under, raise the back knee. Rock back and step up. Come halfway up on an inhale. Fold back down with an exhale. And up we go. Press down to rise up. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Big circle starts us on our way. Inhale overhead. Exhale, folding down. Hands on blocks or mat. Halfway up on an inhale. Keep breathing, bend the knees and step the right foot back. Lightly lower the knee. On an inhale, sweep the arms up. On an exhale, hands on the mat or blocks. Tuck the toes under, lift the back knee. Rock back, rock forward, step up. Halfway up on an inhale. Right back down on an exhale. Press down to rise up. And hands to the heart. All right, just like that, you'll have a couple extra options as we repeat this sequence. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold down. Halfway up. Bend the knees, step the left leg back. Now you may choose to lower the back knee as we did before, or you may keep the back knee up off the mat. It will bend, however, as we slowly come up to crescent. Kind of a 90-90 lunge version of crescent. Breathe here. Steady. Take an inhale. And exhale, return the hands to the mat. Rock backward, rock up, step up. Come halfway up, take a breath in. Fold back down, breathe out. All the way up, here we go. Inhale, rise up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Circle to the sky to start side two. Inhale, rooting down, reaching up. Exhale, fold down low. Halfway up on an inhale. Keep breathing as you bend your knees, drop the hips, and step the right leg back. Knee on your mat or knee bends in the air. Slowly come up. 90-90 crescent or low lunge. Breathe while you're here. And if you're in the low lunge, less about the stretchy part, more about lengthen the spine and radiantly reaching the arms overhead. Take one more breath here. And bring the hands down. Rock backward, rock forward. Come halfway up, take an inhale. Fold down low on an exhale. And up we go, take your time. Press down to rise up. Hands to the heart. Release the arms. Take circles with your hips like a super slow hula hoop. Go the other way. If you want to make it more like the belly dancing, get the last of the peanut butter out of the jar, you can exaggerate the movement. And come back to center. You might want to turn sideways on your mat for this so that you have the same surface underneath both feet. And we'll grab our blocks and place them the tall way out in front of us a little bit. So the feet are wide, 2 blocks, so that I'm thinking and planning ahead that when I fold forward, I can place one hand on each block. That's about the spacing. Feet are facing forward. Breathe. Before we head down, we're going to go sideways. Take the hands on the outer legs. Anchor your feet, zip up your belly, and start to slide your right hand down the outer leg. And when your body naturally stops, wherever that is, start to raise your other arm up in the air. I don't know why, but I always feel like if I sneak it up, I get more out of the movement. If I just throw it up in the air, it's like something gets missed. Really long on this whole side of the body. If you want to add to the challenge, feel free to raise the bottom arm, adding some load to this movement. And if you're like, yeah, I don't know about that today, you can always lower it back down. You can lift and then lower, or you can lift and hold it right there. When you're ready, again, if you keep both arms raised, that's more load. If you want less load, you want to maybe take it easy on your low back or something, then lower the bottom hand. Exhale, come all the way up. And release the arms. Roll your shoulders gently in between sides. And then hands on the outer leg. Feet planted firmly, legs hugging in, the muscles hugging in around the bones. Slide the left hand down the outer leg. Wherever it naturally stops, stay right there. Press into your right foot and start to reach your right arm overhead, any amount. Breathe while you're here. Breathe and feel the connection between the planted foot and the reaching arm. If you like, raise the bottom arm. You can lift it and lower it, lift it and hold it, or decide to keep it on the leg. The choice is yours. You're inside your body, you take care of you. Press into your feet, zip up the belly, and inhale, come to upright. Exhale, bring the arms down. Little repositioning of the legs. The feet are still wide, but turn your legs and your toes out. Bend your knees, hands on the thighs. So you're in a wide-legged squat. Shrug the left shoulder forward. Take a couple breaths here. Come to center, inhaling and exhaling to the other side. Settle in and breathe. If you feel too comfortable, maybe lower the hips a little, but lift the navel in and up. So there's an inner lift in the lower abdomen, even as the hips are dropping down a bit. One more breath. Inhale to center, side to side a few times. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Just like that. And back to center. Once you have done both sides, return to center. Press into your feet and slowly straighten the legs. Reach up overhead. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Relax the arms and walk your feet in for a moment. Give your legs a little shake. Good. Now, if balancing on one leg is better for you to be near a wall or with the hand on a chair or table or some other furniture, stable furniture, place yourself so that you're near something that gives you support. Then when you're ready, shift your weight to your right foot. Bend your left knee. Come up onto the tiptoes of your left foot. Root down into the standing leg. Lift the navel, lengthen the spine. And then lift your knee as high as it wants to go and circle it out to the side. Just like that. You can tap the foot down in between each circle, or again, you can up the ante if you want by raising the knee high, taking the circle around and not touching the foot to the floor in between. Make one more circle. And then you decide, do you want to move that standing leg around for a moment? We're going to do the other direction, same leg. Same standing leg, long spine, and take the knee the other way from the outside to the inside. Yeah. Do it as almost as slowly as you can. More slowly than you're comfortable with, so that we get that extra benefit of standing a little longer, of balancing in these awkward positions. Stand on both feet, and let's change legs. Anchor the other foot, lift the navel, set your gaze on something steady. So the whole rest of the body may be moving all around, but see if you can keep the eyes on one spot. Raise the knee and start your slow circles to the outside. That's it. Good, good. And it's okay. If the balance falls out, then come on back and start again. When you're ready, you might pause, you might just continue. Go the other way. You can use your hands. If you want to do some yoga fancy arm position, you can. Or you can use your hands more like a tightrope walker would for extra balance out to the sides. When you're ready, touch the feet down. Give your legs a shake. Now let's take the feet wide once again. Feet facing forward, straight ahead. Hands on the pelvis, knees bent some. So our mission here will be, as we go down, we're going to, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Feel free to bend your knees so you can keep your spine nice and long, as opposed to trying to keep the legs straight and maybe winding up having to round the back. For our purposes going in, bend the knees first, and then really zip up your core and come down so you're hovering somewhere above your blocks. Keep the feet planted, keep the belly active, place your hands lightly on your blocks. Notice if the arms right away wanted to take over the pose. Use your core. Use the muscles in the abdomen and the sides of the waist and in the back, all to hold you here. So the hands help a little, but they don't take over. Now walk your right hand and your block toward the middle. Now, if you don't have a block handy, you can do this with the hand on a chair seat or some kind of low furniture. You could do it with the hand on the floor too, but sometimes that feels a little too crowded. Left hand on the hip. So right hand on the floor, left hand on the hip, long spine, and turn to the left. Turn your chest to the left. If you like, raise the top arm and lengthen. If the arms are extended out, really explore how much space you can create between the left hand and the right hand. And in this case now, if you like, you can press into the bottom hand to send the top arm up. Take another breath in and slowly, gently come back down. Change the hands. If you want to bring the other block in a little more to center, feel free. Left hand down low, right hand to the hip, long spine, and twist to the right. Breathe here. You might stay here, you might raise the arms. Again, if the arms are out in that T position, go ahead and press the bottom hand down to lengthen the distance between the arms. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Take another breath here. Exhaling, unwind. You may move the blocks if they are in the way at all. Fold down and relax the head, the neck, the jaw. The back can round, it can do whatever it wants. The arms can hang, or you can have your palms on the mat or your hands on your legs, or Hold the elbows. Your choice of arm position. The legs are working to keep you here, but see if the upper body can relax and allow gravity to lengthen it and allow tension to roll right off the back. When you are ready, bend the knees any amount. Very active feet and legs and abs. Slowly come up. Arms however they want, however you want. I guess it's however your arms want to be too. Make one last circle. Take your time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. And release the hands, walk your feet in. And let's lie down. Oh, hang on, before we lie down, let's do a little twist. Stretch your legs out in front of you. So with your legs stretched out, bend your right knee. Sole of the right foot is on the mat. Use your hands interlaced around the shin to lift you up a bit. Now in this case, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. In this case, go ahead and lean back some. And then left hand stays on the leg and the right hand goes behind you. You're in a little bit of a backward lean and a little bit of a twist, and it's like you're ready for your yoga close-up. Breathe here. The backward lean just gives us a little extra space. Now, if you're pretty comfortable, on the verge of being too comfortable, then bring your torso more vertical. If you like, you can change the hand position, the one that's holding the leg, and hook the elbow outside the thigh. There's nothing magical about it. It's just if that feels interesting for you, then go ahead. And if your body doesn't love the twisting toward the bent knee, you can flip it around. You can twist away from the bent knee. Gives you a little more room to breathe. But whichever direction you're twisting, just the mechanics of that rotation can make it more challenging to take a deep breath. So take your time with the inhale. Easy in the shoulders with the exhale. I know in yoga we talk almost endlessly about breathing, and we remind ourselves and we remind our students to breathe. And these days, like every time I say take a deep breath in, I just realize how very precious and what a privilege it is to take that breath freely. Inhaling, exhaling. When you're ready, unwind the twist, stretch the legs out, and change sides. So now it's the left foot flat on the mat. Get tall, lean a little backward. And then take the hand, one hand, the other hand. Whoops, sorry, I twisted myself the opposite way. The left knee bent, left hand behind you, long spine. And from that slightly backward tilt, bring yourself as vertical as is tolerated. Twist in whichever direction you twisted on the first side. Right? If you twisted toward the bent knee, repeat that here. If you twisted away from it in the more open twist, repeat that on this side as well. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the length of your spine. The air on your skin. how the breath can flow in to fill you up, and how it empties out again. Breathing in, breathing out. Take another couple breaths. Gently unwind and stretch the legs out. By any route you like, come onto your back. And as you come down onto your back, hug the knees and rock. If you have nearby either one of your blocks or a folded blanket or towel, or if you happen to have a yoga bolster, that'll do too, we'll take a supported bridge pose. So I'll use my block for it. Really anything that you have that will lift the bones of your pelvis a little higher to create a gentle inversion where the hips are higher than the chest. So as you lie down, knees are bent, feet are flat. If using a block, I like to start out all the time flat like this and then lift the hips up and slide the support underneath. If you have a big like puffy bolster or a thick cushion or something, sometimes it works better to start out with your bum right on the cushion and then use your arms and lower your back down. Now as you settle in here, and check out how your shoulder blades are resting. Let the collarbones be broad and the shoulders, the very tips of the shoulders, think of them as melting a little bit down toward the earth. In this supported version of bridge, you might turn the palms up to the sky. And stay right here and let the pose do its gentle work on you here. You might stay right here. You might add a little bit of an inversion to this. Now in that case, you may prepare by turning your palms down so your arms provide a bit of support as you lift one foot off the mat and both feet off the mat. Make sure your support feels steady and stable. And then if you like, extend the legs up. They don't need to be straight. The idea really is just to get the legs a bit higher than the pelvis, and then the pelvis is higher than the heart. And we have the benefits of a gentle inversion. If the feet and legs are feeling fatigued, this is a sweet position that can leave them feeling refreshed. If your legs are out at an angle and it feels like it's mad ab work, bend your knees and see if that helps bring the ankles more above the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking the legs up in the air like this, either in the middle of the room or Scooching your bum and your heels up close to a wall is a useful way to give yourself a few moments of refreshment. Let the breath settle into its own rhythm. You might turn the palms up if they're down. If you get any kind of tinglies or your feet are going numb or you're feeling cold, remember you can come down whenever you want. And really, even if your feet aren't numb, you can come down anytime you want. You have agency over your body. And when you're ready, bend one knee and then both knees. And zip up the belly so you have some nice support for your back. And touch one foot down to your mat. And touch the other foot down as well. We're back in our supported bridge position. And press into the feet, squeeze your glutes, and lift up so you can slide the support out. If you've got a bolster or blanket, you might just push it towards your bum. Push it, push it, push it, and then curl down. Once you're all the way down, pause. Just feel where you are right now. And bring one knee into the chest, both knees into the chest, and rock. And take happy baby. Hold behind the thighs. And then if you want to change the arm position, walk the hands up towards the shins, ankles, or feet. You could do that too. Wherever your arms are, rock and happy baby. And as you gently bring the knees back in, check in with your body. What might it appreciate? If you're ready for Shavasana, lay yourself out, make yourself comfortable, maybe a cushion, pillow, or blanket behind the knees, maybe some support behind the head. If there's some extra thing that your body is asking for, go ahead and do that, and then settle into your Shavasana position. As you lie down, take a breath in and squeeze every single muscle. Exhale and let it go. One more time. Inhale, squeeze every muscle. Exhale and let it go. Let the toes, the feet, and the ankles rest. Let the calves, the knees, and the thigh muscles relax. Let the gluteal muscles rest. The low back uncoils, and the upper back spreads out. Allow the belly to rise and fall freely. Let the heart blossom. Let the fingers, hands, and wrists relax. Forearms, elbows, and upper arms resting. And anything you may be carrying on your shoulders right now, let it slide off. Swallow and relax the throat and the jaw, cheeks and the eyes. Plugging into the earth to rest, to recharge. Gently deepen the breath. Roll the head to one side and then the other. Inhale and move the fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Stretch the arms overhead. Move the way your body wants to move. When you're ready, bring one knee in, then both knees in. Rock side to side. And come over to one side and pause. And press up to seated. Hands together in front of your heart, lifting the heart, lowering the chin. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe and at ease. May you remember the goodness within you, and may you actively share it with the world around you. Thank you. Namaste.